Alright, we're back for a follow-up video lesson. And I watched the videos through and I have a follow-up now for you. What I wanted to say was the 7L pentatonic, okay, here's with the building blocks, alright? This is pentatonic now, right? So that C pentatonic would be okay, see that long one at the end? That would be 3/5. And I warped it. I warped this R over. So with the C now I can drag these around a little bit. The C now, this is the guitar fretboard, okay? So that's the S2L building block, and then we go into an S3S, but it's really just a stack of 3 short. So it's 2, 3, 5, 6, then warp 2. Okay? That's R2. So it's that's the C. Now, what I want to explain here is very important to make this point, that whether it's warped or unwarped, it doesn't matter at this point, but here it's important to be unwarped. The 7L is the pattern that repeats, not just the 7 repeats. The 7L, the whole pattern repeats, and it goes down 1 string each time it repeats. So it starts, let's say, at C and A in this shape. Okay, remember we talked about fitting the 7L perfectly to something. And the pattern itself, the true pattern, remember, doesn't include a partial. Okay, the true pattern is over here. Okay, it starts on the DC, right? So the D starts with the all right, why is this D not, it's in the DC zone here, right? So we got 6, 7 here. Now the reason is because the 7L is only 5 strings high. All right, and the actual unwarped D is 6 strings high. So this is just a repeat of the first string. The point is that each time the 7L repeats itself, what I must tell you is each time the 7L repeats itself, it drops down across the fretboard. Boom. Drops down 1 fret, drops down 1 fret, drops around 1 fret. And guess what? If it does that 5 times, it's going through all 5 cage shapes. Let's see if that's true. So we'll start on this C. Alright, then on this one to the G, the 3 goes down there. To the D, it goes down there. Alright, that's not exactly true. The 7L doesn't repeat 5 total times, although it has 5 strings to the pattern. Okay, so from C to D, it's only going to go down about halfway. But with a large guitar, it'll go down, pretty much almost all the way. So you'd almost see the thing passing all the way through down here. It goes down about halfway. All right, but it makes sense to say that since this has 5 strings and there's 5 cage shapes, that the D is the one that starts on the 2. The A is the one that starts on the 5. Okay, the E is the one that starts on the 7. Now we got I can drag these around. The E starts on the 7. You see the 7 there? Okay. the C starts on the 3 right here, and the G starts on the 6. So really, 5 strings here, 5 cage shapes. So that's important to know. That's important to know. Okay. So where are we? All right, now we want to maybe go to full screen here, and we can kind of. All right, this is like negative colors. I thought it'd be a little easier to explain. So we have a 7L here. Remember, it's going to be only the top 5 strings. This is a repeat of this string. So here's a 7L right here. It starts 2, 3, 4, 5, and it goes up to 6, 7, R2. Okay, and this C, this is a C shape. 3, 4, 6, root, 2, 3, 5, 6, root 2. This is a D shape, 2, 3, 5. This is a stack of 3 short and a stack of 2 long on top with a repeat of the first string up there. The C is a stack of 2 short, stack of 3 long, and underneath a stack of 2 short, just like these guys. And that's your basic DC pattern. And that's a 7L right there. Okay? Now what happens? This 2, 3, 4 stuff goes away, and the next one up becomes the bottom. Okay, so essentially it's you know, it's, let's see, 5, 6, 7 R, 5, 6, 7 R. It actually appears to be going in an upward direction. Now that's we know that's wrong, but we're going backwards. See, we're starting here and then going there, so it goes upward. That's true. So if we started over here, it will go downward. Okay, so the next string is 5, 5, 6, 7 R. Then we would go to the 7 R, 2, 3, 4 string should be on the bottom string. This goes off the fretboard, sunken, and we're left with the 3, 4, 7, 3, 4. So the pattern goes across the fretboard. And as it turns out, okay, this 7L is a DC shape. Okay, so let's see what happens with the DC shape. Right here. This is the 7L master pattern. Okay, and by the way, the double 7L, and there's the DC shape right there. There's C long, and then a stack of 3 short on top. D is stack of 3 short, and the D is actually the first shape that I ever learned. This is a D note. D is right next to root C. D is the first shape I really ever got a grasp on, because it's just a stack of 3 right there. Ba 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 ba. Okay. Now I want to show you something. The double 7L here. Okay. The double 7L right here. It does have all 5. It really covers all 5 shapes. Okay. It's got C, 3, 4, 5. It's got D, 2, 3, 4. It's got E, all right, which you can't see it here, but you know that this is going to be a doubled string down there. So this string where it says unwarped DC fretboard, this string would be a 7 down here, right? But this would, you know, and it's not warped yet, so the 7's going to be over here, 7 going to 3, so it's going to be 7 root 2. That's an E shape. Okay, now we go to the G shape. We're not seeing the R here, but we can look at the top string, and we know that the G shape goes from the 6 to the R. All right, so G is that big chord that goes from the 6th to R. It's that big chord. The G shape's kind of hard to play off the open string. Okay, That's the G. This is the top string.